Hey there, welcome to today's math lesson. I'm super excited to guide you through calculating the surface area of a square. It's a fundamental concept in geometry, and once you've grasped it, you'll be well on your way to mastering more complex geometric calculations. First things first, let's understand what a square is. A square is a special type of quadrilateral. It's like a little geometric gem. All four of its sides are of equal length, and each of its four angles is a perfect 90 degree, right? Angle. Just picture a nice, neat little box. That's a square for you. Now, when we talk about the surface area of a square, we're essentially talking about the amount of space that the square covers. It's as if you were painting the square and wanted to know how much paint you'd need to cover it completely. To calculate the surface area of a square, we use a very simple formula. The formula is A equals S squared, where A represents the surface area of the square, and S stands for the length of one side of the square. Let's break this formula down. The idea behind it is quite intuitive. Imagine you have a square with side length S. If you want to find out how many unit squares can fit inside this larger square, you're essentially multiplying the number of unit squares along one side by the number of unit squares along the adjacent side. Since all sides of a square are equal, when you multiply the length of one side by itself, S times S, you get S, which gives you the total number of unit squares that make up the surface area of the square. Let's look at an example. Suppose we have a square where the length of one side, S, is 5 centimeters. Using our formula A equals S squared, we substitute S with 5. So A equals 5, and 5 is just 5 multiplied by 5, which equals 25. So the surface area of this square is 25 square centimeters. Now, let's take it a step further and think about it in a more real world context. Imagine you're an interior designer and you're planning two tileless square-shaped floor. The side length of the floor is 8 meters. You need to know how many square meters of tiles you'll need. Using our formula A equals S squared, we substitute S with 8. So A equals 8, and 8 is 8 times 8, which is 64. So you'll need 64 square meters of tiles to cover the entire floor. Let's also consider some special cases. What if the side length of the square is a fraction? For example, if S equals 1/2 meter, then, using the formula A equals S squared, we have A equals 1/2 squared, and 1/2 squared is 1/2, times 1/2, which equals 1/4 square meter. In conclusion, calculating the surface area of a square is all about understanding the simple formula A equals S squared. Whether you're dealing with whole numbers, fractions, or even decimals for the side length, this formula will always come to your rescue. It's a building block in the world of geometry, and with a good understanding of it, you'll be ready to explore the vast and exciting world of shapes and spaces. So, go ahead, practice some more problems, and keep exploring the magic of geometry.